Ayo, Nazz Travagant, it's time to give him the game.
Ooh wee! Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is. Don't act like y'all don't know the name. It's Nazztravagant, and I'm about to give y'all the game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, my people? How y'all doing out there? Y'all good? How y'all bringing in the new year? Don't start bringing in the new year slacking. We in the year 2020 now. It's time to really go out and get it and make it happen with no excuses. But we're here right now, giving them the game podcasts featuring yours truly, the most exciting man in music, entertainment, show business today. Nah, but for real though, you see the confidence? You see the confidence that lies behind, when I'm doing what I'm doing? It's all about confidence, y'all. 2020, like that's something that you gotta build up. With all these concepts I got, one of the main theories behind it all is confidence. You wanna be the guy, you wanna be that person, you wanna be that man, you wanna be that woman. It's all about confidence. But anyways, what's our subject today? Oh yeah, by the way too, I appreciate everybody who tuned in last week for giving them the game, how to find yourself. We got some good numbers, we chilling. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in. I know more people is gonna tap in as we keep going along with this. This is gonna keep exploding and navigating and hitting the right people. That's what it's all about. But this week, the right team. Yup, y'all heard me. The right team. What do y'all think about when y'all hear the right team? I'll tell you what I think about when I hear the right team. The right team. This music industry, a lot of people have had a lot of success with their team, with the people they came up with. They made it, They put their boy on. They had their family members in their corner. The right team is a big subject because the right team is hard to just put in one category, because the right team is basically, what you build around you to make it work and happen. There's a lot of different elements that go into a project. It's more than just being an artist. An artist is one piece of the puzzle. And I'm gonna jump around with this right team thing because this concept is really, really broad. The right team. Who's the leader of this right team? Who started this right team? Was it an artist who found himself? Is it an artist who found himself and then now he needs a manager to push this sound, this exclusive thing he put together? He needs a manager. He already got his producer in play. He needs investors. He's broke, he's working. The right team. Maybe it's a producer who started his sound and now he needs artists. He needs management. He needs business counseling. He needs artists to do this exclusive sound with. Is it a label guy who just started a label and he needs artists, producers, business consultants? The right team. You know what I think about when I this is what I've always told people. I always do this too, and I do this in life as well. Every time I make a reference about some type of music category or something, I always refer it and compare it to basketball. A basketball team. It's serious because when you think about the right team, when I was coming up in my days, there was always a lot of different acts around the town, and it was hard for these acts to get on. And this is why I want to talk about this too, because we glorify, I'm always going to say this every week too, we glorify the people that are on, the people that made it, the ones we emulate. We don't understand how it happened, but we just want to be like that. But what about all the people in the cities of New York and Boston and Ohio and Chicago and LA that's not on, but they got teams too? They just didn't get the opportunity to make it. Let's talk about that real quick. What happened in that team? Did you have guidance? Who was navigating that team? Who was the leader of that team? It's like basketball. With teams, we always get a little messed up because we get to a certain point where, as youngins, we all want to be the star, the star player, the person that got the most shine, the most views, the most hits on IG, the most likes, the most bitches, like whatever y'all want to call it. Like we want to be that guy. And sometimes there's a team of 3, 4, or 5, like a basketball team. And everybody wants to be the star player. And then at the end of the day, with 5 star players that y'all have, you're still losing. You're not making anything happen. Why? It's all about marketing. That's another concept that we haven't given them the game later. We'll get more into that later. It's all about marketing. And this is what a lot of teams fail to understand. Now let's dig. Your team. Who started your team? The rap dude, the rapper is the captain. The rapper, he don't make beats, he's the label, he's the rapper. I'm going at it like this. The rapper is the boss. He's the one that calls all the shots. He's orchestrating the movement. But is he putting the team into play? Is he making everybody on the team understand what their role is as the boss or the captain? When you look at a basketball team, the captain of the team is not the coach. We got to get our teams in place, guys. We really do. If you want to be successful, you guys got to really start thinking about marketing, roles, so that the brand can really move. Because we're getting it misconstrued a lot with these things. I had these problems. I've seen a whole bunch of people have these problems because like I said, the people that you guys follow versus the people that are out there struggling and trying to make it, that are talented, mega talented, they're hot, they got the vision, they got the dream, it's in them, but they can't seem to bear it because where they're trying to go, the people who can make it happen for you, they're not seeing it because you're not putting it together right. Sometimes in your team, there's a lot of animosity. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of envy. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of, I'm here for now to learn, and then I'm out of here later when I got it right. There's a lot of that. Do you guys got your team on point? Who's the leader? Who's the captain? Who's the coach? Who's the manager? Who's the producer? Who gets this credits for these songs? How many points does this guy get? Who's investing? How much does the investor get back? You see, there's a lot, right? It's a lot. It's not just being an artist. It's not just being a beat maker. It's a lot more than that, guys. The right team. It's not easy to find the right team. It's not. Sometimes it's by luck. A lot of this industry is by luck versus hard work. It's either lucky, it's either you're lucky or you made it because you just went hard. It's hard work, and it might take a long time, but it's about finding the right team. Let me ask you a question. I kind of said this last week, and this is another concept. I'm always going to talk about the concepts, the pros and cons, and I wanted to get into this real quick because when I was listening back at last week's episode, I said something. I said a mistake. I said the guy who knows it all. It's not the guy who knows it all. It's the guy who does it all. It's the guy who does it all. The guy who does it all is that needs to be talked about because this goes back to this concept. The guy who does it all, like the right team. Let's say your day, you got it's really like 10. It depends on how much stuff you got going on, but let's say you got 4 things going on, 25. For your business, you're the rapper. You're doing your business. You're writing the songs. You're producing the videos. You're going and booking the shows. You're doing your wardrobe. You do your own laundry. You pay your car. I can keep going and going. It's a lot to handle. No one man can do it by themselves. It was never written like that. Even by themselves. It's like you gotta have people around you that make it work. The right team. Who are the role players? Who do you need for what? You're a product of the people you spend your time with. Straight up. Just little bulletins that I wrote. Product of the people you spend your time with. You gotta watch out who you spend your time with. Because everything you put out is an imprint on your journey. And I know you can't get too deep in this because, like I said, like sometimes when you're doing your stuff, you gotta take chances. You gotta get with people. You're gonna make mistakes, but you can't make the same mistakes over and over again. You know what I mean? Because what you're putting out there, that's who you are. You remember that guy? What guy? The guy that was in that group. Remember the guy that was in that group from that dude or that girl that went, the guy with it? It's all talk. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch out, you know what I mean, for who you spend your time with once you're getting your stuff right. Controversy in the circle. Controversy in the circle comes in many ways, shapes, and forms. Like I said earlier, jealousy, envy, girls, money, fame. That's a lot of concepts right there. And it really happens because, niggas get jealous of other niggas. Dudes wanna bang girls. Dudes wanna bang their, the girls in the circle. Gets wild. This nigga's getting more money than this nigga. He's more fresh than me. He's getting more likes than me. I'm more marketable than him. Why is he in the front of the stage and I'm in the back of the stage? Who does he think he is? I could do it too. That's not how you win. That's not a team. That's not a team. And it's hard because I think that nowadays, I don't know which time frame, but I think it's getting a little better because I think as parents that are raising people, say if you was somebody that was trying to make it back in the day and you got kids now, I feel like they're trying to knock this into their kids' heads that it's not just about the artist. You could be this and that. A lot of people get it misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I was doing my shit, every time somebody would want to do the business part, it's niggas never did it. Everybody wanted to be the star, the artist. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something about rap, hip hop, singing, and the art of music that got everybody wanting to do that part. And they're forgetting that this whole other business side is just as big as that side if you really just did that. I think everybody really got fooled by the marketing of the guy in front of the camera versus the guy in the back of the camera. Maybe the love didn't feel, you know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? I've kind of been in both places and I understand, but it's all about success. Ain't it about success or is it about having fun and just being in front of the camera? I don't know. You gotta find who you are, like we said last week. And we gotta build the right team. And leaders, I'm gonna talk to you leaders. Leaders gotta step up. Because when you choose to be the leader, that's a hard role. That's a hard act to follow. Because it's not easy to be the leader. The leader gotta deal with a lot of drama. The leader gotta clean up the mess. The leader gotta fall for this person and that person. The leader gotta deal with a lot of stuff. And that's why a lot of teams fall apart too, because of the simple fact that somebody might be ill, but like sometimes they don't want to deal with the energy, or they don't want to deal with the aftermath, or you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of things. The right team, you know what I mean? The leader's hard. It's also hard to be a role player too. It's also hard to be the soldier, because that's a role that you gotta accept. But I've seen it. I've seen people accept different type of roles and run with it and look fire and make their bread and come up from that role, because that one role was the support. It was the stem for the success of that nigga's brand or that bitch's brand. Excuse my language. Seriously, listen, rewind this. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm giving you the game right now. You understand? Take a look at your circle. Take a look at your family. Look around. We wasting time? Who's a star? What could I do to make this on point? What could I drop to understand what needs to happen? What sacrifice can or should I make to just make this work? How do I let my motherfucking ego go? Excuse my language, like, let's just get real with the podcast here. Like, if you're under 17, please get your parents' permission. It says parental advisory. I want it to be real. I want it to be real, because this is the reason why niggas like me are not on Drake's and Kanye's levels and Jigga's levels, because we went through the bullshit. Do you understand? Rewind this if you need to understand how to build and orchestrate your team so that you could lead your unit into success. You could be just like him. You could be just like her. You really can, but what you're doing wrong is there's a lot of stuff going around. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of noise. Do you understand? Like, straight up, like, sorry, it's not a game. Rewind this. I've seen it all. You're going through it all right now. Clean it up. Look around. What's going on? It's time to step up. No more complaints, no more excuses. Build the right team. Think basketball. When Michael Jordan was balling and they were winning championship after championship, if Luke Longley was mad, nigga, rewind this. You was on a winning team playing your role. Those 5-star players made that win. It's just Jordan in the front, but it's Luke Longley, it's Dennis Rodman, it's Scottie Pippen, it's Steve Kerr, it's Luke Longley. It's not just Jordan against Karl Malone and Stockton and all those other guys. We need somebody to cover him. If Jordan's on the bottom under all day, they're going to be making threes all day. Who's covering the three ground? When I'm bringing the ball up, who am I passing it to on the right or the left? Who's grabbing boards when this guy takes the chances for the threes? Who's seeing the field from the opposite side going, we got to run this play? I know we get mad if Kobe takes the last shot and misses, but it doesn't matter. We went with him. So if he misses the shot, go in the locker room with your heads up. We're a team. We play together. We win together. We lose together. We laugh together. We cry together. That's what a team is. And that's what we're not doing. That's why we're not doing it like him and them and her and he. It's time to get your team on point, guys. Like, for real, I'm really deep into this content. I told you, as we go along, we're giving them the game. We're going to get deeper and deeper, and we're going to dig, because you're hearing a lot of bullshit out there. Like I said on my Instagram, niggas are just wrecking niggas. Niggas are trying to throw niggas off. Niggas are trying to side jive niggas. Niggas are monkey business, and it's too much bullshit going on. And there's a large nation of independent warriors that are not where they need to be, because you're spending too much time wanting to be like that guy. You're idolizing. You're not setting yourself up. You need to get with your people. We're gonna make mistakes. I know we are. We're gonna roll over here. We're gonna trust in this. We're gonna trust in that. We're gonna make mistakes, but how many are you gonna make? When are you gonna see the light? It's 2020 now. Even if you're listening to this in the year 2040, this is all the same stuff because the world is all about currency. It's not gonna change. We can either have fun with this music, which I do, I'm comfortable. Or if you wanna make it, like I said, this is for like people like that. We're talking about people on every level. But if you're not where you need to be, it's time to start building your team. The NBA has 30 plus teams and they all have 5 plus players on it. They have coaches, they have staff. Look at it on a bigger perspective. Let me expand your perspective because I've done this. I've been the guy rapping. I've been the guy producing the beats. I've been the guy marketing the artists. I've been the guy setting up the shows. I've been the guy putting the game plan on. The shit wears you out. That's why I want to talk to you later about the guy who does it all, the pros and the cons. Because you gotta build your team. If you get a team in play, we start winning. Your team, you have 5 people on your team right now, all y'all are bringing $500 a week home from a check. Okay, boom, 500, yeah, we're doing it. Okay. Why are we not setting this up so we can all be bringing home more than that? Fuck it, let him make the millions. I was bringing home 500, now every year I'm making 300,000. Winning now. If he keeps winning, it's like the presidency. The people around him are getting money. They have exclusive big roles, they take them serious, but it's still the president. We work hard to make the president work. I'm trying to make you see the idea here. Look at it in different eye views. Look at it in an artist point of view. Look at it in a management point of view. Look at it in a producer's point of view. Because any of these point of views, any of y'all could be the leader. You could have been the one who started the whole map out. Because every situation you see is different. You might see the producer is the leader. He's the guy put in it. You might see that there's an artist and he got producers under him. There's so many different ways to market your brands. And we're already there now. We know it, but we don't talk too much about it. Stop worrying about who you are, what you are. I mean, worry about it. Like I said, sometimes I contradict myself because I get too lost into it. Because everything to me is like a double whammy. You got to think about it deeper. You can't just say something and just think that it's that. Like, I'm like Jay-Z when he raps. Like, he might say something, but it meant 3 things. You might have win. You might have win a little bit thinking it was that, and then you heard the track again 4 years down the line because you gained some knowledge, and now you've seen it in a whole different perspective. Keep up, people. We need to really build our teams and really, get it right. Team is family too. Let's talk family. How does a family win? It's about role players. If you keep your family tight, you win. You bring your cubs up, you bring your children to work with your wife, your girlfriend, whatever you got going on, you make it work. You set your family up to operate so that everybody's generating, everybody's winning, everybody's feeling comfortable. I just want to help y'all, man. I'm really, really for the independent nation. I see a lot of people always talking the big numbers, the big game. That's great, but we're not all gonna reach that level. And for that, we're gonna give up. We can't. We gotta build each other up. You gotta build your people up that are around you. Build your team. Build your team, build your people up. Role players, star players, coaches. Build your people all the way up so that they feel confident. Because what I've noticed through my years that a lot of this is boosting your people up, making them feel good about what they do. There's so many artists, man, all ages still doing this. They haven't reached major success, but they're still cool performing in the little bars, the little clubs, the little schools, trying to build y'all up. Get with your people. You got 8 people in your camp? 8? Put on an event. 8 times 10. That's 80 people at your event. $20 a ticket. Plus y'all got merchandise in there. Come on, I'm giving you the game. What are you waiting for? You can't wait for nothing because nobody's going to do it for you. You got to make it look the way you want it to look. We got to work together. Build your team up. The right team is finding out. Let's put it like this. Let's start from the core. If right now I'm ready to go put together a fashion team, I'm already the leader. So it's up to me to start building my team, my empire. I need fashion designers that can rock and roll with me and understand my vision. I need a business team to start helping me get together my numbers and get my business right. I need a marketing team to help me market this brand and product to the right people, the right areas. You know what I mean? We need to put it in the right places. How am I gonna do that? I'm about to do all that alone? Yeah, I'll probably do it all alone at the beginning. But eventually, I'm gonna need the right team. And I'm gonna have to build my people up because it's my brand. And I gotta build my people up so that they can understand my brand and my idea. That's building the right team. That's building the right team. That's what the right team is. I'm telling you guys, don't be scared to be role players. Don't be scared to be star players. I know there's a lot more pressure on star players, but trust me, there's just as much on the role players. Role players, look at your brands like big brands too. You stick around with a good situation and help make that work. Eventually it works out and it plays out for you. Bigger opportunities come for you. Now they're looking for you now. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of like different ways I can say it. There's always a second guy. Kobe, Shaq, Kobe, however you look at it. Jordan, Pippen, Batman, Robin. We could do this all day. Star players, role players. On any level you want to do it. Major, mediocre, cordial. Put together your team. You want to be in bars? It's cool. You want a little band? You need your drummer. You need your piano player. You need your guitarist. You need the lead vocalist. You need the manager to get y'all into different bars. Everything's a team. See motorcycle niggas outside driving on the highways. They got different patches, different levels. Put the work in. Build your team up. Everything is structured the same way on any level. The police, the sergeant, the cruisers, the detectives, the FBI, the CIA, the government. Come on, it's all the same shit. Music, different levels. Y'all can do this on your own. Not on your own by yourself, like on your own as an independent. That's what giving them the game is all about with yours truly, Nazztravagant. Giving them the game. I really am giving y'all the game. Some of y'all might know this already. Some of y'all are already smart. Y'all got it all figured out. I know a lot of y'all did figure it out. But did you really figure it out? Are you successful? Are you successful and in the back end, you really hate everything that's going on? But then when the camera's on, could be my life too, could be your life as you're looking at it. We don't gotta do it like that. We can structure it right. A lot of you people that don't got deals right now, if you're watching this, you're in a good position because you can start expanding your perspective right now and you can get in the right way because they treat you how you want to be treated. If you come in not knowing what you're doing, they're going to take advantage of you. And I'm going to talk about that later too. They treat you how you want to be treated. But if you come in with your team right, everything orchestrated, game plan, niggas know their roles, you're going to get it right. I appreciate y'all for tuning in this week. It's yours truly. This is Giving Them the Game with Nazztravagant. Y'all already know who it is. This is my end of discussion motivation. I just want to help y'all build the right team. I'm just trying to give y'all some confidence, some inspiration as you shift and move in this music industry. I know it's a crazy walk. I know it's a crazy journey. We all need a little bit of inspiration and motivation and push from others, and that's all I'm trying to shed to y'all. If you get your team right, you will get your dream right. I promise you. I appreciate y'all. Once again, y'all already know who it is. This is Giving Them the Game.
Man, don't you know who I am? I'm holding all the keys, I'm giving them the game. You gotta watch for the snakes too. They gon' try you, don't let them break you. You got potential, you just need a breakthrough. That's why I'm giving them the game. I know, give it a click. I'm giving them the game. I know, and Nazz Travagant's the name.